Hello everyone, welcome back once again to another episode of JC for Life Plays Total Extreme Wrestling 2020. We're continuing on, this is the last of a batch of recordings for this week. So I'm just going to record this episode and take a break from batch recording until next weekend, and perhaps maybe record another 5 episodes over the stretch of those 2 days, and follow the try and at least follow the same Monday to Friday schedule, 9 a.m. Central upload time. So when we last left off, it was Monday of week 3. We're just gonna go into our first thing first, we're gonna check to see how the big company done at Backlash. I think I actually looked at this last week, or not last week, on the last episode. Sorry, the show rating got an 79 and was a 42,000 sellout. Ooh. I wonder where they ran. They got 42k. 7.1 billion viewers on WWE Network. So pretty darn good, and pretty star-studded lineup. So the bar has been set. I don't think anyone's expecting us to uproots several amount of trees here. Excuse me. I had some ginger ale just before the recording session started, so I may be a little bit gassy. One thing I should mention is that this particular mod pack, there is supposed to be character portraits going on here. They're not showing up for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. Tiger Mask 4 is to be retired from active competition. He's 49 years old. AAA have extended their contract with Black Taurus. In December 2019, Marcus was admitted to an ER room due to issues with a pre-existing head injury, and he has got a GoFundMe going on. I don't know who that is. I do not know who that is. Let's see what happened in the main event. Sasha Banks beat Carmella in the pre-show. Shelton Benjamin with Brittany McMoss defeats Akira Tozawa and Chad Gable. Naomi defeats Liv Morgan in a cage match. At main event? A cage match? Bobby Lashley, Angel Garza, and Jinder Mahal defeat Elias and Heavy Machinery in a 6-man. And Asuka and Alexa Bliss defeats Lana and Shayna Baszler in a women's tag match. A very unusual combination there, but okay. Ain't gonna judge. Alright, so I gotta not take a look at that. Okay, so the economy is falling in North America, and wrestling is rising. Okay, very large potential fan base. We need to look at the southeast, because that's where we are. Some pretty big popularity spots to hit there. Have we got emails? Yes, we have emails. Jordan Devlin has signed a one-night only deal with WWE. I'm sorry, what? Jordan Devlin was unemployed? Norman Smiley is getting called up to the main roster, as is Mia Yim. Great, I wanted Mia Yim to win my world title. Mia Yim was supposed to win the women's title. And now they're getting called up. It's so bad. Right. Luckily enough, I have nothing going on there in the medical issues. Okay, the Undisputed Era is the only real stable that I have there. Okay, so I think we're going straight to TV, right? Center Stage Theatre in Southeast is selected. No, we could run Center Stage Theatre in Atlanta. Expected 1,178. Expected. I think we could We could run the Venice Community Center here in Sarasota for tonight's show. That's what I think, anyway. We want to try and get around and maybe get out of the... should we get out of the southeast, maybe? Not the southeast, I need to look at. I said that 1,286 people would show up. And you know what? Maybe go mid-Atlantic here. Go for a generic mid-Atlantic venue. Okay, so we can see what happened at the last couple of ones there. We had 2 sellouts here. There is a backstage incident involving Chelsea Green. She gave the locker room a lift as she unveiled a series of spot-on impressions of some of her colleagues. Alright, so that's boosted morale a little bit. Okay. There's no absent workers. I don't need any locker room controls. Alright, so have we anything that we need to address in the office? No. Okay, we are booking NXT. We do not want to book Charlotte Flair because she only has 1 appearance left. That is the one thing I need to specify. So in our main event of the evening, I think our main event of the evening actually has to be an angle. And it's going to be Finn Balor getting beat up by Adam Cole backstage. It will be scripted. It will be a vicious beatdown that will last for an entire 8 freaking minutes. And we will book that segment as our main event. As a match, I think match-wise our main event, I think I want to go Velveteen Dream over Roddy Strong. I think I want to go that direction. Dino will put that match together. I want to give Roddy Strong the win there. And kind of... I want them to go all out to have a great bout. And... but I want to also keep Velveteen strong. So I want the Tainted win, and the outside interference finish will probably get Kyle O'Reilly involved here. There we go. Because here's what we're going to do, because at ringside will be Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish will also be at ringside also. That will advance the Balor Club under Undisputed Era storyline, even though it's not normally qualified to do so. Alright, so the storyline here would be that Roddy Strong is coming out, the rest of the Undisputed Era is with him, but Adam Cole is not. Because we're going to cut to Adam Cole kicking the shit out of Finn Balor backstage. So that's what's going to go on there. Let's see. We'll keep going. Finally, Johnny Gargano is being built up very well here. And I would like him to go up against... I haven't used Damian Priest yet, but also I haven't used Matt Riddle yet. And that's just like, bro... So we're gonna set up a... I know it's been going for like 5 years, but we're going to officially set up a Gargano and Champa storyline. Right, Gargano is already playing a major role in another storyline. What? Oh, because he's in the NA Championship storyline. That's right. So Gargano defeated Champa. So Gargano is the #1 contender, is what I'm hearing. Oops. So I think what's going to happen is Gargano is going to win here. And they're going to have a storytelling match. And yeah, we're going to keep Matt Riddle strong. We're going to script the match. It will be a pinfall finish. And the distraction is going to come from Champa. Means the NA Championship is going to be on the line. Or the storyline is going to advance, sorry. The championship isn't going to be on the line, sorry. Candice LeRae will be at ringside. I think I'll give them 13 minutes to be booked by Adam Pearce. Add an angle. Or post-match victim Gargano will be attacked by Champa. essentially there's going to be a lot of beatdowns on this show, I think. Okay, so we have 43 minutes taken up here already. Let's see. Got any local workers ready to work? Anyway, anything that we can do here for these guys? I kind of would like to have a wrestler that I don't think anyone has like small regular wrestler. Does he work face or does he work heel? Alright, so we're going to have James Ellsworth come in and get squashed by Dexter Lumis. He's considered a star by the fans and works heel. James Ellsworth is recognizable and is working face. I would have liked like a better kind of like what's the term I'm looking for? Local talent. Come in here. And he's recognizable. Okay, so we've got Dexter Lumis is going to win. You're going to work the crowd, and Dexter Lumis is going to dominate this. It's going to be pretty scripted, a decisive pinfall finish. Alright, Screaming Norman Smiley is going to be our road agent for the match, and we are going to book the segment. Alright, so that's going to be one of Lumis's longer matches, but we're coming up close to the hour mark here. Add match. We need to have another tag team match, I think. Let's take a look at the tag match. We got Danny and Oni, and they are going to go up against the Indian lads. I keep forgetting what their actual name is in NXT. I think it's Indy Share or something like that. I gotta go look that up because Induce share, I should say. Okay, so Rinku Singh is going to get the win. No, Danny Burch is not going to be the victor. Danny Burch is going to be the loser. That will be another word storytelling. Storytelling is that. I want to keep Oni strong. This is going to be a fully scripted match. It's a pinfall finish, and Danny Burch is going to have a miscommunication. Ringside is going to be Malcolm Bivens because he's the manager. Danny Burch is going to get distracted by Malcolm Bivens, and then that's going to lead to the miscommunication, and that's going to lead to the finish. And Oni and Danny's story is going to proceed. Alright, some would argue that 11 minutes is a lot longer than that. Longer than what we need, so... Right, so now we have them kind of going off at each other. And this is going to be a big argument backstage with William Regal being the agent of it. Oni and Danny is going to go. Can I check my roster from here? Okay, Danny Burch works face. Where's Oni? Works face. Alright, note. So Danny Burch is going to turn here. Alright, this is going to run for like 1 to 5 minutes. Okay. So Danny and Oni are going to argue, and then next week we're at the pay-per-view we're going to have the blow-off match where they have their fight with each other, and then the tag team breaks up. I can probably involve like one or two of them in like singles action at some other point. Maybe like have Oni win a singles match next week or the following week, and have Danny lose his so that Oni can say, "Hey, I told you so." That would be fine. That would work well. Okay, so we're 72 minutes, so we're at 82, 92. We're still 40 minutes short here. So we're going to have a women's triple threat match here. We are going to have Candice LeRae. We are going to have Santana Garrett, and we are going to have Tegan Knox. What is it? Last seen unknown. Right, Serena Deeb. I don't think I'm using her as a agent, not as a wrestler, so that's why she's last seen on week 2. Right, Rhea Ripley is pleased. Okay, Raquel Gonzalez was shown on week 1. Yim was on week 2. I think I have Sorry and Indy Hardwell. I think I have those three as I think I'm going to have those three or those two. Sorry, as like one of my pre-show matches. Okay, so Victor, I'm going to set Tegan Knox to go over. And that's going to work the crowd. That's going to be a scripted match with a pinfall finish. I think that's going to be pretty simple. Okay, so we can have that there. That's 88 minutes. We have a tag team hype video for Breezango. So where's Fandango? And there's Taylor Breeze. Give him a bit of a script. Give him 3 minutes. And book the segment. Okay, so Breezango, they're going to be in action next week. And that's going to be another segment, just to kind of break up the matches a little bit. Alright, so maybe that's a bit okay, maybe we should kind of dial it back a little bit. 1v1. Remember how we were saying that Damian Priest wasn't being used? We should use Damian Priest. He's considered a star by the fans. Who's recognizable here? Who can we have take a fall to Damian Priest? The Brian Kendrick can take a fall to Damian Priest. Damian Priest is going to go over. They're going to have a regular match. It's going to be fairly scripted with a pinfall finish. Just not going to overbook it. We're not going to worry about that. Scott Taylor, you're a tag team booker, so I'm going to leave this one with old Robert Brookside. The aim of this one's to be work. Hold on. No, wait. Hold on. This match is going to be a regular match. Because the first match should be to work the crowd. I don't think I saved that, did I? Yeah, I am indeed right. I did not save that. And then we're going to have an angle to open the show. That's it. Velveteen Dream and Roddy Strong. Come on up here. I'm going to have Roddy Strong scripted, but Velveteen Dream not scripted. Alright, so that'll be our start to set up the main event. Okay, angles. That's an angle there. We have a post-match angle there. Post-match angle there. That's kind of a big match, but it's also a nothing match. It's 100. We're at 112 minutes. This opening segment should go 11 minutes. Okay, now pre-show matches now. We said we were going to do Aliyah versus Indy Hardwell. Save that. Victor should be Indy Hardwell. It should be a scripted match with pinfall finish. In that match. Okay, you know what? Let's keep her happy. Let's remove Indy Hardwell and set Aliyah as the winner. Okay. And another pre-show match should be... I want some unimportant people on here. Orc's Face will have Swerve on the pre-show. Who can we have that works heel? El Hijo del Fantasma. Yeah, that's going to be a pre-show segment as well. Okay, Victor is going to be Swerve. That's going to be a regular match. It's going to be scripted. And it's going to be a pinfall finish. Okay, I don't think I have a post show this week. Okay, time to see the fruits of our labours, I think. I think we have a decent show there. We might get above a 55 with this, I think. I'm really hopeful. Okay, let's do it to it, as they say. Alright, and a pre-show bout that had decent wrestling but little heat. Swerve Scott defeated El Hijo del Fantasma in 10:52. Swerve had an in-ring performance of 45, El Hijo had 40. Anything in color commentary was good. El Hijo Fantasma was penalized for inconsistency. Willie Regal was a good agent. Alright, 46. In a pre-show bout that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling, Aliyah defeated Indy Hardwell in 8:09 with a magic carpet ride. That's racist, but anyway. Alright, Aliyah was penalised for being inexperienced and inconsistent. Indy Hardwell was penalised for being inconsiderate, and Segment was penalised for a very odd face-heel combination. Good job, it was on the pre-show. so it didn't go on TV. Velveteen Dream comes down to the ring to open the show. Takes a mic to talk to the crowd before eventually interrupted by Roddy Strong. They have an argument going back and forth for things to turn. They start brawling. A whole host of staff hit the ring to break them up as they're bullying apart. We are going to get the announcement that the match is going to come later on tonight. Velveteen Dream's improv well. Angle got the crowd hot. Show's off to a good start. Alright. Commentary was great. No penalties. 65. Let's go. Yes, we can continue without a pre-book. And about that had good heat and decent wrestling. Damian Priest beats Brian Kendrick in 14:05 at the South of Heaven. Damian Priest seemed off the game. Match was pretty pressed. The crowd was already hot. Didn't need working. Alright. Okay. So, yeah, it was odd face heel combination per crowd management. That's on me. I should have looked at that. Damian Priest was penalised for inconsistency and Brian Kendrick was penalised for declining physical ability. Alright, so not a good opener. Video is showing to promote Breezango. Terry Taylor done okay there. 51. Okay. In a decent match, Tegan Knox defeats Candice LeRae and Santana Garrett in 13:39. When Tegan pins Candice with a Vulture Culture Destroyer. What a name for a move that is. That's up there in the Zack Sabre Jr. tier of move names. Right there. In-ring performance ratings in the 40s. Commentary done well. Tegan Knox got penalties for inexperience and inconsistency. Okay. That's 49. You know what? This is early in the card. Oh god, that's bad as well. Oof. Oh boy, Danny Burt's done bad when Bivens Enterprises does better than him. Didn't have much heat in variable wrestling. Induced Share, or Bivens Enterprises, defeats Danny and Oni in 10:36. And Rinku pinned Danny Burch. During the match, we also had Malcolm Bivens serve as a distraction. Okay, so we got bonus for good morale, good gimmick, for managerial help as well. Increase due to the storyline's high heat. Done to a hot crowd is all good. Danny Burch, not a good face, inconsistent, was holding back. Oni was holding back as well. They were all holding back, and they're all inexperienced as well. Alright. So, Danny and Oni are in the locker room. They're arguing who to blame as Ariel Ross. Larkin eventually has had enough, says he'll prove who the weak link is by wrestling Burch one-on-one. Okay. So advanced with the segment, lost a little bit of heat. We've got a 21 rating on it, that's really bad. Angle cooled the crowd a little bit. Danny Burch penalised by not being a good face, basically. Alright. So we can move on there. A decent match, Dexter Lumis defeats James Ellsworth in 8:33 with a breaking point. They have good chemistry and it lifted the match. That's good to know. Lumis was penalised for inconsistency, however. Alright, so that segment got a 44. That segment got a 55. About a fantastic heat and gate wrestling. Johnny Gargano defeats Matt Riddle in 13:28 with a Hurt Donut. During the match, we also had Champa distract Gargano. The NXT Championship has storyline. This match got the crowd hotter. Alright, so that was good. Gargano was penalised for holding back and inconsistency. Matt Riddle was penalised for holding back and being inexperienced. Alright, Gargano was celebrating his victory in the ring. Tommaso Ciampa runs in and attacks, beating Gargano down. Okay, that's alright. Got high morale and good gimmicks there. Okay. In about it had fantastic heat and great wrestling in our main event. Roddy Strong defeats Velveteen Dream in 14:13 with a double knee gutbuster following interference from Kyle O'Reilly. Battle Club versus Undisputed Era storyline has advanced with this segment. The match got the crowd hotter. A lot of segment bonuses there and no penalties, which I love to see. You love to see it. Adam Cole attacks Finn Balor backstage and leaves him down and out. Adam Cole came across well, announcement was good. Sweeney Deeb could have done better as the angle wasn't put together well, and lack of anything interesting happening in this segment was a problem. Alright. Oh, so that's a show. Sold out 1,100 people. So 55, Danny and Oni were slightly overused. Well, you can't win them all, can you? Alright. Let's see what kind of TV rating we got for that. Last night's NXT drew 1,100 fans. Feedback from viewers had been excellent. The show went down really well. That's not what the review said. The review said the show rating was 55. And USA Network probably didn't like it. But the good news is we didn't get any red segments this week. However, these Danny Burch and Only Lorcan segments is just could do with that feud maybe being over sometime soon, because nobody is getting over with that feud anytime soon. I'm sorry, Oni. I'm sorry. Throw him up. I'm sorry. And the only other segment in the yellow was a pre-show segment, so that's not so bad. That's really not so bad. A total of 1,171,000. Just shy of 1.175k viewers worldwide. Alright, that's not so bad. So let's take a look at AEW Dynamite. They done an 81. John Moxley defeats Darby Allin to retain the world title. Adam Page and Kenny Omega defeats SCU to retain the AEW world title. Cody defeats Sammy Guevara to retain the TNT title. Nice triple main event. That's a stacked segment. Young Bucks defeats Pride Powerful, Ortiz and Santana. Dustin Rhodes, Joey Janela and Austin Gunn defeats Lance Archer and TH2. That's a weird combination. Wardlow and Peter Avalon defeats Colt Cabana and Michael Nakazawa. That's a good combination there, Colt and Nakazawa. That's a good comedy segment there. Riho defeats Leva Bates. In the pre-show, Private Party defeats The Butcher and Blade. Orange Cassidy defeats Dr. Luther, and Marco Stunt defeats John. Who's John Silver? He works for AEW. He's got 13 years experience. I've never heard of this guy. I've literally never heard of this guy. Let's check our emails. Okay, so the USA Network is unhappy with the quality of last night's NXT. Didn't meet the minimum requirements. We had the ratings come in. We've already seen that. And now Damian Priest is getting called up. So it seems like everyone that I have chosen to use, except for the unrecognizable people, are going to get called up. And that is horrendously bad. Because I think in this game that it still sees NXT as developmental rather than a C brand. So it's just like, oh, you got people who are over, let me call them up. And they're getting called up into a stacked roster. Which, that's probably bad. That is probably very, very bad. Look at the size of the roster here that they have. And they're not doing much with any of them. They have Steve Cutler here on the SmackDown brand. His popularity in the USA Southeast is 5. Is 5. Like, come on, bro. Like, who could I even realistically get a loan off? Just to like have them do like a couple of matches. Yeah, Austin Theory works for both brands. Cedric Alexander is an exclusive contract with the main roster. I need to find someone who doesn't have an exclusive written contract. Tinder does. I kind of wanted to see maybe if I could call him down, but no. That's the problem with a lot of these guys, is they probably are going to be on exclusive written contracts. Yeah. It's going down through them, like they all are. Austin Theory is on an ongoing handshake agreement. That's why I'm kind of not really. I'm not really kind of hot on using him right now. Asuka's white hot. Hot, warm. This a couple of people down here with cool momentum. But more importantly, I should probably look at my own roster. And check this out. Gentleman Jack Gallagher's got very warm momentum. Yeah. A whole bunch of these guys have got warm momentum. Got a couple of happy and pleased people. Got a couple of people who are in cool momentum here as well, like Oni and Danny are in cool momentum. I kind of want Oni to get like those couple of like singles wins before that pay-per-view blow off feud match between Oni and Danny. Because at that point, then like his momentum will be good going into that match, and will try and rally and get the crowd behind him. Where is Danny Burch? Alright, so he's open to the idea of turning heel and also putting Oni over, so that's good. I can't send Danny Burch back. WWE decide when they want him. Oh boy. Oh boy. So, creative. Let's take a look at what creative has to say. I know this video is going to run very long here, but let's just take a look. So, franchise players: Adam Cole, Velveteen Dream, Finn Balor, Johnny Gargano are supposed to be the franchise players for NXT. There's no real next big things. Hot prospects: Jake Atlas, Scarlett Bordeaux, Swerve Scott, Aliyah, and Mansoor. Swerve is definitely one that I want to kind of look at here. I mean, Michaels and Triple H, yeah, they're there's kind of self-explanatory. Adam Cole, Velveteen Dream, Tommaso Ciampa are good promo guys. Showstoppers, there's the 5 that we kind of already know. Who's hot? Jack Gallagher, Roddy Strong, Balor, Breezango. Have decent momentum. Who's hot? Matt Riddle, Champa, and O'Reilly. It's not really that. Ah yes, Hidden Gems. The 38-year-old Velvet Sky. Yeah. A great hidden gem right there. Okay, so we looked at it here. So Gargano has O'Reilly has great chemistry in fighting with Roddy Strong. Gargano has great chemistry in fighting Champa. Adam Cole has poor chemistry in fighting Balor. Dexter Loomis has good chemistry with Lee O'Brien and James Ellsworth. Okay, where do I... Hmm. None of these teams have named finishers. That should be bad here. Yeah, I'm too small to go too high shows. Let's take a look at how our storylines are doing. Okay, so we've got hot storylines here with the NA Championship and Balor Club and Undisputed Era going on here. Candice should be aligned to Gargano. So they're already aligned with each other. Lee and Champa are out by themselves. Okay, so yeah, the guys didn't really have a good going here. I still need to check to see that's not what I'm looking at here. Danny Burch. Okay, so he's getting ready to turn here. Alright. So he's working face, but he's preparing to turn. Okay, so that's okay. Shawn Michaels has some minor morale issues. He's a personality and he's an agent. Maybe we should have him come out and do an interview next week. But we'll get to next week whenever we get there, because this recording's gone on long enough. We've been here for an hour. Thank you all very much for watching, and thank you very much for watching me all week. Try and struggle through getting to learn the ropes of this game, getting to figure out how this game runs and operates, and any other associated teething problems that comes from all of this. It's been fun learning. It's been maybe a little less fun trying to deal with WWE calling up everyone that I decide to use. But hey, as long as they want to replace them with people that they're not using up there on the main roster, then I don't really see a problem with it. But we've got two more weeks of TV to book, and then we've got a pay-per-view. So hopefully you'll join me next week when we start doing that. Alright, thanks once again, and I'll see you guys next week for some more NXT with D'Lo Brown.